So we just discovered that Julian August 8 is Gregorian August 21st. I kept seeing 2-week warning a few days ago, and this is why. Because they met Julian August 8th. The Maui fires were just called apocalyptic, but if you know the real meaning of that, it means to unveil. So the fires can't be unveiling, can they? Unless they're using it in the correct term, which you'll see. The Gematria, Maui wildfires, 1363. Day the Second Coming exposed, 1363. In that sense, they are apocalyptic. Disclaimer 1. We may be on a 13-day delay, so August 8th is August 21st. The difference is 13 days. Disclaimer 2. They wear out the saints. One way they do this is making false codes and making sets of false codes. So they know that we weren't supposed to find out how they code gematria to speak internally with each other out in front of the public. And so sometimes they put out sets of fake codes, but I can't show you the same codes with the same topic over and over again if I'm not pulling it correctly, which I am. So the codes are real and they do communicate things that actually happen. So I'm going to show you an example of them actually coding something that did in fact happen. 100% it happened. So I'm going to show you proof. They coded 311 several years leading up to it. I made quite a few videos bringing this out. And January 2020, Ryan and Kelly were coding about Devoke Dimikpan before it happened.
Anytime. The first week of January, don't bother.
You can't get in there.
But the second week of January on, they go right back to this.
And that's why the signs are now going up saying, what is it, 19-hour fitness?
19 hours.
That'll be the new.
19 hours.
That'll be the new.
So they're talking about 19, and Ryan goes, that'll be the new. And that'll be the new equals Anarok Sariv. Those two are backwards, okay? Anarok Sariv.
19 hours.
That'll be the new.
Just read those backwards and you'll know what they are. So they're announcing, and that they said 19, remember.
19-hour fitness?
19 hours.
That'll be the new. Get your memberships now.
Okay, so she wiggles her nose. Devoke equals 3, 18 equals nose. Then she puts her face to either side, skyscraper, skyscraper. I'll show it again so you can see her doing it. Alright, so wiggling the nose equals 318. Devoke equals 318. Remember, they were saying 19. Motions to the skyscraper. Why? Because it equals 1638, which equals 667. Now look at Devoke. Alright, skyscraper, 1638 equals 766. Look, 766. Devoke. They announced it before it happened. 318 equals nose. That's why she was wiggling her nose. That's why they said 19. Okay, this is before anyone knew what was going on.
19?
They do code events that happen. But sometimes they do yank our chain to muddy the waters because we were not supposed to know. Do you understand? So it is an interesting tactic to be used. But the codes are still valid. Next day, January 23rd, 1230 equals chi xi. So it's the 666 equals 1230. So chi xi val, so that's equal to 666. But anyway, they talk about nose being reset. So just remember, nose equals devoke 318. Okay, so reset. We all know what that is by now, right? My point of showing that was showing that the code sets are often real. Some of them are false to throw us off, but this is real and they do communicate this way. They were talking about the demic pan being well underway at this point, or they were talking amongst themselves. It's underway, it's happening, the plan is happening. Now we know that the coding sets are real sometimes and are false sometimes, but they are real, and that what they code does happen on the world stage. So let's continue, and we are talking about August 8th. Everywhere you see August 8th, it has been revealed that it's Julian August 8th, which is Gregorian August 21st. Okay? First of all, they look pained. All right, it's, and then M is covering the E, so those are sunglasses. So we're going to plug that in. Hi, I'm the husband. It's M, and then a drink is covering the E. So that is the code. Let's look it up. So it's M, sunglasses, we're over the E. Hi, I'm the husband. It's me, drink. He had the drink covering the E, yet she was signing for, and so that's why I knew to include the E on the second line there. 1753 equals 6th month, 4th day of the 1753. 6th month of the 4th day is what? August 20. They look pained. August 21 on the Jewish calendar is Elul for 604. You know how long we've been seeing the birthday code? So they had a clue a while ago, and 604 right there. Elul for August 21st. We just saw Sandra Bullock, and he supposedly had ALS, right? And he had a 3-year battle with ALS. Like, this is the first time we've heard of it. That's kind of strange, isn't it? So August 21st, Elul 4 is, or let's see, 21 is 2040, and which is 3-year battle with ALS. She's wearing a skin-tight white dress. But in some of the pictures, he has a definite, clear, upset look on his face, as does she. So it's M, hi, the husband, it's M. He was covering the other letters. Equals 972, equals fall from heaven. So there we have that again. And they looked upset. And then, so that matches bowl, okay? And then that also matches first to be raptured. Okay. Sorry about the fan, you guys. Form hugging white dress is what she's wearing. 1735. Okay. And there, look at the look on her face. Not a very good look, nor does he. She's doing some hand sign. So form hugging white dress equals August. So it equals 1,000 plus 735, 1735. August 8th equals 735. So we have 1,000 left. So form hugging white dress. So, and then we have August 8th, 735, and the code was 1735, the code for her white dress. So what happens when we add, so 735 equals August 8th, and then we have 1,000. So we have some really revealing codes that happen when we add 1,000-year reign begins. There, look at the look on her face. Not a very good look, nor does he. She's doing some hand sign. So form hugging white dress equals August. So it equals 1,000 plus 735, 1735. August 8th equals 735. So we have 1,000 left. So form hugging white dress. So, and then we have August 8th, 735. And the code was 1735, the code for her white dress. So what happens when we add, so 735 equals August 8th, and then we have 1,000. So we have some really revealing codes that happen when we add 1,000-year reign begins. Alright, form hugging white dress, 1735. That equals 1,000 plus 735. 735 equals August 8th. So if we put 1,000-year reign, or rule, begins August 8th equals the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, which is really interesting. 1,000-year rule begins August 8th equals the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. Now, a really interesting thing happens when you add those two codes together. Alright, so we have the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, 1,000-year rule begins August 8th, equals 4526. Now, look at this code. Astounding. Before she went into labor, she gave birth. Before birth pangs came to her, she delivered a male child. 4526. So that equaled 1,000 rule begins August 8th, the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. 4526. Alright, and then that matches before she went, the curious passage. Before she went into labor, she gave birth. Before birth pangs came to her, she delivered a male child. So that's very interesting. And then that matches, remember? So we had that August 8th equals 735, and then they added 1,000. The code was 1735, remember? Year rule begins August 8th. So how did we get here? White dress, right? And 735 equals August 8th, and they looked pretty upset, like really upset. And the code for the dress was 1735, right? So that's 1,000. So I assumed they were talking about the 1,000 years. So I put the beginning of the 1,000-year rule. So here, let me find that code. Year rule begins August 8th. Now look what we find. So gematria works very interesting ways. It's not just cut and dry. It's very revealing. 1,000, one thing reveals another. 1,000 year rule begins August 8 is what I put, and then that confirms the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. That equals 1,000 year rule begins August 8. And then they put August 8th, 735, and 1,000 equals her dress. So hold on a moment. All right, so 1,000 year rule begins August 8, 2259. Again, that equals the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. This is also how gematria works. The revealing, if you add to another revealing, it reveals again. Watch. So it told us 1,000 year rule begins August 8th, or that's the code I put in, right, to see if it was correct. Then it says the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, 1,000 year rule begins August 8th. But the code that they coded in the dress was August 8th. I'm going to add that there. 4526. Now look at the spectacular code that was found. Before she went into labor, she gave birth. Before birth pangs came to her, she delivered a male child. So 1,000 year rule begins 1532 equals eyebrows. Remember Kim Kardashian article when she was pointing at her eyebrow? Remember that? There was also a code added an element, white sandals, on August 3rd. So they meant to code that. Plus on July 28th, rumored girlfriend. What's her name? My eyesight. Elam Gill or something. Leonardo DiCaprio, rumored girlfriend. Neelam. It was Neelam. Here, hold on. Sorry about that. Her name is Neelam Gill. They did that on purpose. That's not his girlfriend. So they are coding 1,000 year rule begins rumored girlfriend Neelan Gill, that equals 1532, which equals 1,000 year rule begin. Okay, we've all been seeing the August 8th so much. So look at Pinky Olive backpack. That was when he was Pinky olive green backpack. Matches. I have gotten a man from the Lord. What was that story? It was a story of Cain and Eve. Eve bore a son, not of gods, of Satan. So who is that? Eve and Cain. 808. Is it 808 Julian? Is it 808 Gregorian? Goodness, I sure hope so. Alright, John Hamm. His eyes look weird. I think that happens when they do the pizza and they drink and eat. You know what I mean? Their eyes start looking weird and their skin starts looking shiny. Anyway, he's been looking weird. So he's holding out the leash like that. Did you see his pointer finger pointing to his shirt there? He's obviously looking straight at the camera, man. Look at his finger. Okay. So it said it was a blue Scarborough country t-shirt leash, 1945. He is coming with the clouds, 1945. Okay. We've been seeing these codes. So, alright, let's keep moving along. So it says he's wearing green espadrilles. So we've seen that, the 521, remember, with Sandra Bullock and the flowers article. Sandra Bullock is 521. They've been coding 521 and 808 constantly. 521, the 21st of Av is August 8th in this year on Jewish calendar. Okay, so it tells us, so the green espadrilles is the code for the 21st of Av. So Av is the 5th month and the 21st day of the 5th month on the Jewish calendar, and it is August 8th. I just wanted to show you proof of that right there. Okay. Next we have, he is here, 21st of Av, 2797 equals, he will rule them with a rod of iron, 2797. So within the dates, we find the meanings of why that was said. So he is here, 21st of Av, which is August 8th. It could be 13 days from tomorrow. Alright, so Kim Kardashian's pointing out her eyebrow. She hides under a black hoodie. So that's the quote. Kim Kardashian hides under a black hoodie, 901. Sign of Jonah, not the, but sign of Jonah equals 901. Now, so 2 different sized suns equals 2333, which equals another way of saying the sign of Jonah. So 2 different sized suns, 2333, and then that equals, she used the 901 code, and then that equals the sign given of the prophet Jonah, 2333. So that matches Kim Kardashian's article where that equaled 901. Jesus Christ's second coming, August 8th. Goodness gracious, do I hope so. I cannot take this anymore. 2 different sized, they've hurt my body so badly. 2 different sized suns, 2333. That's what we saw in the sky the other day. Alright, so that's the sign of Jonah. 2 different sizes of the sun. The sign given of the prophet Jonas, 2333. Sign of Jonah, 901. And then that equals Kim Kardashian hides under a black hoodie, 901. Sign of Jonah, 901. See two suns equals 1570. So do you look at her pointing, and then they photoshopped a scar on her lip, and then she's pointing to her eyebrow. Okay. So eyebrow and then lip scar, 1705. It's just a scrambled version of, so eyebrow, lip scar, 1705. And then that's just a scrambled version of see two suns, 1570, and that was like 1705. Okay, so Kim Kardashian. So Kim Kardashian hides under a black hoodie, 901. Sign of Jonah, 901. The sign given of the prophet Jonah. Jesus said this. 2333. Two different sized suns. 2333. That's what we saw in the sky on August 3rd. Jesus Christ, second coming, August 8, 2333. And then we see the sign given of the prophet Jonas, 2333. Two different size suns, 2333. Then we have, I'm just repeating it so that nobody misses it. Jesus Christ, second coming, August 8, 2333. So there it is, all there. 2333 codes. Leonardo DiCaprio, white linen shirt, gray shorts, 2333. Look at this. And the other code is going to corroborate. White linen shirt. And look at the look on his face. Okay? Look at that look of fear on his face. He's wearing teal swim trunks. The look of absolute horror. Look at his face. He's wearing, God, look at that. He's wearing teal swim trunks. He was carrying them in another photograph. You see how they're right there, and there he's looking at the camera. He looks befuddled. The sign given of the prophet Jonas, 2333, equals, see two different size suns. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right code. Two different sized suns is the code. Okay? Alright, so look at him with the teal swim trunks again, right? Okay. Okie doke. So, you see him carrying them there. There's probably a reason why he's on the rocks, but teal swim trunks, 1675. And then that equals weep for my coming. Now, why would they code this? There's a special code. So look at Adriana Maddox. She's pointing at something. I don't know what that is. But summery striped mini dress. Alright, that equals 1540. This is going to tie into Leo, okay? because they all tie together. They're coding the same thing. So 1540, submarine striped mini dress. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. So that's why they did that code of the weeping code. The teal swim trunks, okay? So teal swim trunks, weep for my coming is the code. Weep for my coming. They're mimers. They're going to show this in an article. Weeping. Hold on. Anna Taylor-Joy looks somber. She's been crying. Do you see? She's been weeping. She's being comforted by her boyfriend. It's fake, obviously. Do you see how she's pointing to the wrist or the forearm? I don't really know what that means, but... Oh, she's crying. Look at her. She's crying and she needed to be comforted. Because it says that they'll weep when they see the sign of the Son of Man coming in heaven, power and great glory. So they're miming this part, this verse, for their satanic buddies. I really can't go on. This has to be it. I don't know what to do. If they're faking out, I just don't even know what to do. Avant-garde mini skirt, it said she was wearing. Jesus' second coming. They just keep coding this over and over again. I'm not making this up. I can't pull these codes out of my behind. I can't make this up. I wouldn't even know how. Alright, so we're going back to Leo. So there's a picture of him pointing to the swim trunks, the teal swim trunks. And he's sticking out his tongue. Equals 2077, right? Alright, so it says, behold, sun sign. Jesus is coming. 2078. Okay. So the sign was in the sun, right? So I showed you. I'll show you again. Teal swim trunks plus tongue equals 2077. Sticking his tongue out and teal swim trunks equals 2077. Alright, so he had someone with him wearing a gold bikini. These poor women. It's horrible. Wearing a gold bikini. Sol, S-O-L, equals the sun, by the way. So that's why they're using that. So Sol sign equals 306. But 306 equals makeup. Do you remember the article with Kim Kardashian saying she wasn't wearing makeup when she obviously was wearing makeup? So, she's pointing to her eyebrow. So, 2 sun sign, 1526. You are the second coming of Christ. 1526. He's wearing a hip pack. They've been constantly wearing these hip packs, fanny packs. Fanny pack equals this second coming of God, 561. The second coming of God. I don't know why they have it scrambled there. Second coming. Fanny pack 561 equals the second coming of God.
It's a little difficult to explain because people film the sun all the time on a daily basis, and not all the time do we see dual suns like this, especially with videos that were taken outside. Great job, guys. Really appreciate the video.